You're on.
Good and tested. Welcome, folks. Refugio Sports Network. Billy Swinney with Ryan Laney here, getting ready for the Refugio Bobcats versus the Sabinal Yellowjackets. This is the first time these teams have ever met.
It's another Friday night in Texas.
That's right. And we got the sun right in our eyes, so we're going to try to get these numbers. Hopefully that sun will be behind the stands at kickoff. Like I said, we're glad you're able to join us here on Facebook. Refugio Sports Network, a new thing. Ryan and I have been wanting to start this, what now, for how long, Ryan?
It's been a while.
And anyway, we've got a heck of a game here. It looks like Harris Poll has picked Refugio by 91. I know a lot of people have seen this, but I don't think we're going to have a 91-0 game tonight.
I don't either.
But
I believe Texas football also has us at 76 points.
Sabinal is 2A, Division II. For those of you from Refugio, that's in the same classification as Woodsboro. And they are 0-3, as we said. They only got beat 14-7 by Center Point last week, but they haven't faced a number one team like the Refugio Bobcats. And this is probably going to get into a running clock later on this evening. We'll see how it goes. I know everybody's still crunching fingernails after that win against Edna last week. Back and forth game, heck of a game.
Ball game.
Last week, the Bobcats racked up 466 yards total in that game. And it was a battle, Ryan. It was back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, Heseltine threw for, he was 24 for 37, 277 yards in that game.
Yeah, and some of the receivers really combined to get a lot of yardage. There was a lot of yardage from both teams in that game. It was back and forth all night, right up to the last 3 minutes of the game. And Refugio pushed ahead by a couple of touchdowns to win it.
We always say that Refugio's a second-half team, and
they
proved it last week.
It was a physical game. It's exactly, I think, what the Bobcats needed to push on through this season, because now we're gonna have a couple of road games way out here, and then we go back home for a while. And it's good to have a test right at the beginning before the district starts. And then,
well, I'm afraid we're not going to have another test until
I don't see it until
December.
Maybe December. We'll see where it goes from here. Timpson and Shiner, I know,
they're chomping at the bit to play us.
They are looking this away.
Of course, Post, the state finalists last year, Post has started 0-3 this year already.
But anyway, we're on path for a 7:30 kickoff here in Sabinal. The stadium is rather small. We're in the middle of the stands with the Bobcat fans. I'd like to give you our pregame sponsor, which is H&M Acid Services, owned by Stephen Meza, and their phone number is 361-885-1045. Thank you so much for sponsoring. We are looking for more sponsors so we can pay for playoff time, which is going to cost us a little bit.
Yes, it's
to broadcast the games.
It's not free anymore.
You can broadcast the games, but you have to pay a price and you have to get included. We can do that.
And we can also accept donations. I mean, anything you throw away, we'll be very grateful.
And we got different sponsorships. We got, pregame sponsors. We got halftime sponsors. We got touchdown sponsors, which we'll mention you every touchdown scored. And
we have timeout sponsors.
And timeout sponsors, which every timeout you'll get mentioned. And then we also have first down sponsors, which that one will probably mention more than anything.
Exactly.
I would imagine in a Refugio game
right now.
So we're looking forward to a 7:30 kickoff here.
Is going to lead us in prayer for tonight.
Coming up, and we're going to have pregame festivities. So I'll allow you to enjoy that.
For giving us life and talent for our participation in sports. Help us to play well, to use our power to the full, to see them as gifts from you. Help us to play well, to use our power to the full, to see them as gifts from you. Be with us when we need to play hurt, when we have to deal with the pain of injury, disappointment, loss. Keep us aware of the brotherhood and sisterhood we have with all athletes, even when they're our opponents. Free us from the temptation to fake, to foul, to cheat. We need to see that dedication to the cause will mean suffering, but let us know that it's the kind of suffering that leads us to new life and greater maturity. Help us play with heart and never lose heart. Most of all, help us never to quit in our efforts to be open with you, for we believe our full coming into our life is the way to real life. In all we do, we believe it is the way of our becoming the truly human person destined us to be. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Morgan.
All right. Half game at this. We're sorry about if it's a little jumpy, the camera there. But you'll hear the Refugio school song now. Oh,
That's the Sabinal
Sabinal.
gets to go first tonight.
Well, it's usually the visitors, but okay.
When in Rome, Billy. When in Rome.
You have to change each week. Make it interesting.
Yeah, a little fine tuning on them trumpets.
That's all right. It's hot out here right now. I'd be blowing bad notes myself if I was playing.
Well, now we're here at the Refugio High School alma mater.
And Bobcats are in gray tonight, so we're going to have fun reading those numbers for you, but we'll do the best we can. Once the sun goes down, it'll be a lot easier to see.
Oh, the lights are on, so they're all full work.
We don't need
It's a
that.
good thing.
Yeah, that's a real good thing out here. Barring the electricity, there's hardly any plug-ins here. We're running on batteries here, folks, but we're still going to bring it to you. So we're going to have some Bobcat football here in just a little
I
bit.
got to ask the question on the chat here. How do we donate? Well, there's 3 ways to donate. You can either Cash App, $ Refugio book. Yes, I know it's my personal Cash App. You can Venmo at Refugio book. Yes, I know it's my personal Venmo. Or you can send a PayPal payment to Lenny Family at spcglobal.net.
And yes, that is his personal.
But unfortunately, PayPal's not going to let me set up another account, so it has to come to me. Or you can also send a check, and I have a bank account set up for that. So.
Well, that's fine because that way we can get the proper funds in to make sure we bring the playoffs to you when they come about.
That's the most important to me right now is the playoffs. We want to make sure Bobcat Nation gets to see the Bobcats play.
Yes, we drive all over the country, but Brian and I, we like to do this. We love doing this for Refugio football. We're going to be there anyway. So right now, we just want to bring every game to you throughout the playoffs. And hopefully from AT&T Stadium.
Well, Valley Sports, which is formerly known as Fox Sports Southwest, owns that game. So
But we can still do it audio.
We can do audio, absolutely. I'd rather you guys listen to us than listen to those yahoos on Valley Sports.
Yeah. They're unbiased.
We're a little more biased here.
Just a tad, not much. We care about both teams and their health and safety, and we hope everybody comes out of this without injuries.
And we can pronounce their names.
And the Yellowjackets have arrived on the field.
They have swarmed out of the tunnel.
And we are getting set for the Refugio Bobcats to come out of theirs. Not a lot of players for Sabinal. So this is Ironman football for them, for sure.
Well, they would love nothing more than to upset the #1 team in the state. But I don't see it happening.
No, Nostradamus is no. There's no crystal balls on this one, I don't think. But that's why we play the games. But
even Nostradamus couldn't predict this game.
Yeah, he could. He could.
Here we go, guys. Here come the Cats. As the smoke is coming out of the belly of the Bobcat there. Is that what they called it last week?
They named, no, it was Bobby, I thought.
Bobby,
the Bobcat.
The hunchback Bobcat.
Yeah, it wasn't Billy.
That's
Coach Harris's name for me when I first came to Refugio way back. And the Bobcats take the field. When's the last time we were on a grass field, Ryan? Do you remember? Was it Divine last year?
It's been a while. It was probably Divine last year.
Divine had a grass field. And I got a chance to walk around on it. It was really plush.
This was really nice
It will
too.
slow down some of them. There are some dips and hills and stuff like that. You might see a running back come across the horizon in a couple of plays. But cats are ready, as you can hear.
Barking cats.
So we have the 3-0 Bobcats versus the 0-3 Yellowjackets.
Do you want to read that stat there at the end of that paper there? Or not?
Down here?
No, this one here.
I think that stat's a little back. There was something that Dave Campbell's put out that the Yellowjackets will attempt to duplicate last year's successful start, but they're 0-3.
Well, this one.
So that would be.
The
Sabinal has only won 10 games in the last 7 years. So
we don't.
Think about running clock in the second half, maybe even second quarter. We'll see.
Got our captains on the field: Jordan Kelly, number 1; Antoine Gross, number 2; Hayden LaFrance, number 57; Caleb Heseltine, number 12; Jaden Wright, number 53;
65.
and Ty LaFrance, Hayden's brother,
6.
number 3.
Michael Ringer, and number 3, Eddie Bessa.
And these boys had. Every one of them I spoke to said they had a ball last week. That was a football game they enjoyed because it was so close and back and forth, and they had to work and
And they got to play 4 quarters.
got to play for a full football game. So looking for some goodness tonight. Move on. We got another long road trip next week in Crystal
the
City.
Bobcats, number 1, Jordan Kelly; 2, Antoine Grove;
But
Caleb
we're getting close to sunset here.
Hayden.
It's actually
Hopefully
starting to feel nice.
Hopefully it'll start cooling off. It was really warm when we got here. No air moving.
Long-time filmer for the Cats, John Gregorczyk, said it was about 102 on the field when I got here, about 5:30. It was rather warm.
I have a coin toss of having it. And coin is up.
Looks like Sabinal has won the toss.
Looks like Sabinal has won the toss.
And
Now they're going to switch it.
well, they decided to go the other way. There's no wind here right now.
Sabinal won the top.
Sabinal has deferred to the second half, so the Bobcats will begin the game with the ball.
And now we're going to switch to the other side. We're doing do-si-dos out here.
That's right. This is square dancing 101. And I guess they just didn't realize which way was north and south. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll try to give you a shout out.
Mr. Pate, we can't let you know if something happens with the stream.
You have to
You
tell
gotta
us.
tell us. We're going to have the national anthem now, guys. So everybody please rise.
All right. That's I'm done. We're ready for some football, folks.
I want to thank H&M Asset Services for the pregame sponsor there.
No win. No win.
please give us a call. Give us a shout.
He's a top-notch guy, but he's not sitting next to me right now. His wife is, though. He's down there on the sidelines over there. We do thank him for his sponsorship.
Yes, we do. We got many sponsors. We do not have a sponsor for a tree trimming company, which we need here in Sabinal right now, because part of the scoreboard is covered by tree limb.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Please share with your friends.
Please get as many on here as all. Let us know. Thank you all for joining us on the loop for Bobcat Trivia earlier. All the questions got answered correctly, believe it or not. That's a first. That hardly ever happens with Bobcat Trivia.
I think they write them all down.
They got a book.
And they do have 2 books.
They got several books. They're fixing to get another one, right?
Yes.
Books have the second book of Ryan's book came in just as he was leaving Refugio.
So tomorrow I'll be hitting people up.
All righty. So the Cats will now take the field. Kelly and Gross will go deep, along with Isaiah Bland, also deep for the Bobcats. And here we go from Sabinal.
Back deep for Bobcats. Kelly, Gross.
Kick is short, looks like an onside. This is going to be down by Tyler France. So it'll be first and 10 Refugio right about the 49-yard line.
You sure made that look easy. Just grabbed it and kneeled it.
No, it just bounced up right into his hands. Of course, Ty is tall, so it ain't going to bounce over his head very high. So first and 10 Bobcats on their own 49. And here we go. First play from scrimmage. Heseltine has the ball. Throws to the right. This is caught by Kelly at about the 45. Takes it down to about the 36, 37-yard line of the Yellowjackets. So that'll be first and 10 Bobcats. And here's Heseltine. He pitches this back over to Desmond Brown. Desmond still on his feet down to the sideline, into 10. And there is a flag on the play. Back at the 30-yard line. This one's probably going to get called back, Ryan. Looked like a holding call. But that was a good run by Desmond all the way down to the goal line.
Yeah. I didn't see what it was called.
It was back here by the 30, where the flag is. So this ball will come back. It is holding
on the offense.
Holding, yes.
Bobcats.
Replay first down.
Good call there, Billy.
So that will come back to about the 34-yard line of the Yellowjackets. First down again. Heseltine back to pass. Looks right, throws. This is caught by Gross at the 30.
Brought down by Brandon Gomez.
And so it'll be second and about 3 from the 30. Hurry up offense. Heseltine back to throw. Throws to the left. This is caught. And that is Isaiah Avery.
Number 10, Isaiah Avery.
He takes it down inside the 25. First and 10 Bobcats. And you'll probably hear the coaches here. You might hear some language. So we're...
No.
Heseltine rolls to the right. Throws. Caught by Gross at about the 20.
Gross on the reception.
Gross is forced out of bounds.
Got out of bounds by number.
Right around the 10.
The football field here is right up against the fence, so there's not much sideline there.
You could hardly tell. I mean, everything's all bunched in. Kids are almost right up against the stands. Heseltine hands it off. End around. Gross running off to the left.
Gross on the first.
Little block by Heseltine, and Gross will take this across the goal line. Touchdown, Refugio, with 10:38 left in the first quarter.
Right out on the 2-yard line. First and goal to Bobcats.
So see, if you have a business and you want to advertise for touchdowns, we'd be mentioning you right now.
If you'd like more information, send us an email, refugiosportsnetwork@gmail.com. We'll get that information to you.
And here comes Alex Placencia. He kicks this extra point away, and that is off to the left, so it'll be 6-0 Refugio with 10:38 left to play in the first quarter. Well, that drive didn't take long.
No, sir.
Less than 2 minutes to get that down the field. Of course, short kick by the Yellowjackets. That's kind of dangerous at the beginning of a game against the Refugio Bobcats, especially when you have 6-foot-high players right there up front.
Good job, Scooter.
Hazeltine.
It's really hard to stay
Hazeltine.
behind the second line because you're up in the stands.
Yeah, it's very close. The cheerleaders hardly can cheer because they're right up against the stands behind the football players. So it's really tight in here, kind of reminiscent of, remember when we had to go up to La Vega, or was it La Vega up in, no. What was the team we played up in Austin?
Win.
Oh, years and years ago.
Teams in Austin.
Everybody had to sit in lawn chairs on the sideline.
I don't remember
There
that.
was no stands.
I remember Skidmore Tynan used to be like that. They used to sit in the tree branches. There used to be telephone poles
On top, the
field.
coaches were on top of the buses, is what we were told. So Placencia will get ready to kick this off back to the Yellowjackets, and they'll have their turn with the ball. A little bit of talking here from the line judges and Coach Herring.
Lago Vista.
Lago Vista, that was it.
Thank you, Justin. And by the way, guys, tell us where you're watching from on Facebook Live here.
Yeah, let us know.
We'd like to know where people are watching
We like
from.
to shout out to you, and especially try to find the furthest away.
I think next week we might try to play a game online on Facebook next week, a prediction game.
Well, we do that on the loop. We can do it on here.
First out by number 1, Matthew McCauley.
And that will be fielded by the Yellowjackets at about the 5.
First and 10 Jackets. Chain crew for tonight, Ale Alejandro.
So they will pull this ball up.
Robert Rodriguez, Gilbert Valdez.
I think the
Well, Nancy's
Refs
getting
are-
farther and farther away here. Here's Nancy Keys, Mrs. Keys, watching from Woodsboro, Texas.
Refugio, Texas, in my living room.
Oh yes, thank you, Vicki. Iola.
Iola, Texas. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And it'll be first and 10 Yellowjackets from their own 25. Referees were a little confused there. They were going to set it down on the 5. That would have been bad. And here the Yellowjackets go. There's a fumble on the play, and that is recovered by Tyler France.
We got
So
folks
this
watching New
ball-
Mexico, Carlsbad, DeSantos Dooms, watching
All
from
right,
Carlsbad,
Carlsbad. I wasn't.
He's still
We were
out
there a
there.
few weeks ago, Mr. Dooms.
New Orleans, Bernie, Houston. Thank you,
So
Arnie.
this ball goes right back to the Bobcats, first and 10 from the Yellowjacket 21. A little bit of discussion here by the officials.
This is the second time they've huddled and talked.
He did pick it up and step a couple of. I think that's what they're talking about, because he did pick it up and stumble a couple of steps.
Fumble on the play recovered by the Bobcats.
So it will be
First
first.
over on the 21-yard line, first and 10 Bobcats.
First and 10 Cats from the Yellowjacket 21-yard line. And the refs finally get away from the ball. Heseltine back to pass, looking left, throws it deep towards the end zone. This is a little bit
Ball
intended for Jason Moore.
Moore.
A little too much.
Ball incomplete.
It's over his head.
Second down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Jason would have had to been about another 4 foot taller to catch that one. Second down here. Hands this one off.
20 on the carry.
This is Lucas Meza running off to the right side. He gets inside the 5.
Got a flag on the play.
There is a flag down back by the 20 near the line of scrimmage.
It's got to be a holding call. It is.
Yeah, it is a holding
Coming
call
back.
against the Bobcats, and that ball will come back.
thank our sponsors tonight. Refugio ISD Education Foundation, First State Bank, H&M Asset Services, and
Mesa Construction.
Holding on the offense.
Thank you so much.
We'll talk about you guys a little bit more as the broadcast goes on.
So here we go, 2nd and a mile for the Bobcats here. Pitch straight over to Campbell. Ernest Campbell will run this up to the left, runs it towards the middle of the field. Has to have a few Yellowjackets to bring him down, but he does get about to the 5-yard line.
First and goal for the Bobcats.
1st and goal from the 4.
And we got somebody from Illinois watching, Billy.
And pass to the right. This is caught by Tyler France. And he picks up a yard or 2. Brings up 2nd and goal for the Bobcats. 9:32 and counting in this first quarter. Hand off straight up. Lucas Meza bobs and weaves, gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Refugio.
Got another Refugio touchdown.
9:24 left in the first quarter. Lucas Meza on about a 3-yard run.
Stacy Bishop Lawrence says, the LaFrance brothers have fans, grandparents, watching from Spokane, Washington.
Hope
They
y'all-
deeply appreciate Rio Sports.
We-
We deeply appreciate you watching,
And
but Rio
send-
Sports is no more.
And please send us some cooler weather.
Rio Sports this is Refugio Sports Network. But
That's
yes,
on a 2-point conversion. Good.
We are so glad to have Refugio Sports Network and bring these games to you live.
Brings our score to 14-0.
14-0.
So the 2-point conversion is good. So we have a 14-0 ball game from Sabinal. Bobcats looking right on normal. We had a lot of speculation about this game this week.
Yes.
We didn't know if this game was going to happen. There's been some COVID incidents
You know,
around Sabinal.
Sabinal was out of school last week, but they did play their game against
They did play against Center
Center
Point.
Point. And then this week, there was speculation all week at school
That we
they were
may-
gonna play or not.
This game was not going to happen, but we are glad it happened, though it's a million miles from our solar system.
It's the Bobcat Roadshow.
LeClaire, Iowa. Welcome to the broadcast. Or is
You're
that
wel-
Indiana?
You're welcome,
No,
Valerie.
that would be Iowa.
Our pleasure. What's going on, David? Glad you're watching.
I think David answered a lot of questions tonight on Bobcat Trivia.
David's the man.
He's a knowledgeable guy. And Placencia's kick goes in the end zone.
Ball goes
Touchback.
to the end zone.
It'll be 1st and 10 Yellowjackets at their own 25-yard line.
Tootie and Angel. Watching at home.
Welcome to the broadcast. Tootie and Angel.
I'm sure Angel would much rather be here. Tootie too.
First and
That's
10
a long way
Jackets.
from home, guys.
There's a
25.
lot of, believe it or not, there's not a lot of seats in here. They're small stands, but Refugio has packed it in.
If you're familiar with the Little League Park in Refugio, this is about what the stands look like. They're real small.
But they are packed. Shockingly, I didn't know there would be this many people. Of course, we got to get more and more people knowing about the broadcast. I know people love to watch these live, but that 3-hour drive kind of,
Flag on the play.
there's a flag and it's motion on the
False start on the
Yellowjackets.
offense.
So that'll back them up 5 to the 20. Be 1st and 15. We get here. Brandon Gomez here takes the snap, hands it off. Bobcats everywhere. And that was Hayden LaFrance on the tackle.
Angel, it is wild. There's no track here. I was joking with old Oscar Mesa a while ago and telling him they lay out the track when they need to run on something.
Well, the track meet is happening on the football field right now.
yes. They might run around the streets of Sabinal. There's not many streets here.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5. And Garner State Park is just 10 miles down the road. We got to go enjoy the Frio. Gomez there passes,
Number 4.
but that will be incomplete out of the hands of Johnny Rodriguez. No, not the singer, the football player.
Tootie said you tell him, let the coaches know that he'll cut the grass for $120.
With the weed eating?
And weed eat too. That's a bargain right there.
We need some tree branches cut.
This is a big yard.
They're in front of the scoreboard, the Refugio side of the scoreboard. We can't see the score. And Gomez throws this out to the right. Nearly could have been picked off there by Gross. Was a little bit high for him. Another incomplete. That will bring up 4th down for the Yellowjackets, so they will be punting. I think it's your phone, Miss Moore. Everybody else is getting a clean broadcast. So that's what we're hearing.
When in doubt.
You know, in Refugio, you got to stick one arm up, hold your tongue to the left, and you get a good signal.
Put tinfoil on your hand.
And don't put it on your head.
We got a punting situation here.
Back for the punt is Kelly and Isaiah Avery. They're back about the Sabinal 48-yard line.
Maureen, Mama Kathy's got a spot for you on the couch if you want to go watch it. You might get a glass of wine, too.
Ooh. Big punt here. Ooh, nice punt. Fair caught by Avery at right around the 41-yard line. And it looks like they're going to mark this on the 40 for the Bobcats. So it'll be 1st and 10 Bobcats from their own 40-yard line. And really, the deep grass here really hadn't affected the running that much.
It's little barren spots.
So you might want to wait until they get a rain shower and come up here and cut it for them for $120.
There you go, Tootie.
So here
I'll
we
get you
go.
the hookup.
1st and 10 Bobcats. Heseltine takes a snap. He's going to hand this off. And this is right up the middle by Isaiah Bland. And Isaiah's off to the races. Down past the 15 into the end zone. Touchdown, Isaiah Bland.
He gets those legs moving. It's hard to stop it.
60-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Bland with 8 minutes left in the first quarter. So little Isaiah, man, has got jets. Runs like a deer.
He had a great game last week.
Had a real good game against a tough defensive scheme from Edna.
Started this game off pretty nice, too.
And Placencia gets set to kick the point after here. Kelly holding. And it is away and good.
Extra point is good.
That will make it 21-0 here from Sabinal. Bobcats ahead. And we'd like to talk to you about the Refugio ISD Education Foundation. One of our sponsors, the Refugio ISD Education Foundation, was started in 2019 by a group of Refugio High School alumni who wanted to find a way to give back to their hometown. The foundation helps fund equipment and materials for classrooms that teachers need to provide innovative and creative learning experiences for their students. In 2 years, the foundation has awarded 30 grants to teachers for materials and equipment in their classrooms for a total of over $68,000. And you can join them in supporting the students and teachers. Go to the Refugio ISD Education Foundation website or Facebook page and find out how. Order a brick or a bench for the Bobcat Tribute Plaza. Participate in a fundraiser or make a donation. You will help to build on the tradition of excellence and the opportunity that has always been at the heart of Refugio ISD. We thank them for sponsoring this broadcast.
Can't thank them enough. I think they're with us to the rest of the season. Regular season.
Please
anyway.
check them out on Facebook. It's a really good organization that helps out a bunch.
They do great for the teachers in Refugio.
And here comes the kick by Placencia. Big, long, booming. This is going to be fielded inside the 10.
And a fair catch.
Fair catch.
Appreciate it, Sammy.
Sam will take over the 25-yard line. First
And that will bring it out to the 25. 1st and 10, Yellowjackets.
I think Sammy Trevino's our #1 fan. We can't thank you enough, bud.
Thank you a whole bunch, Sammy. We really appreciate it.
And get your brother on board. We'll be all right.
And we'll be able to do new and exciting things here on Refugio Sports Network. Well, hopefully we'll be able to bring you more sports, more of the football game, some of the JV if people will put it on there.
Even junior high.
Pass here deflected by the big paw of J.R. Moore, who gets his paws up there and knocks that pass out of the sky.
He's the beast. He's not called the beast for. He's called the beast for a reason.
Right? Yeah, he is a beast. He's a whole lot of boy standing there.
He's all about playing. I mean,
he will get in the face of anybody up there. I guarantee you. J.R. is. And here we go. Second and about 15. Sabinal hands this off, but that's not going to get anywhere near the line of scrimmage. Lose a couple here too. Looks like it's back at about the 16, 17-yard line.
I don't think they've gained a yard yet.
It's up to the 18, I'm sorry. So that brings up third and about 15. A long way to go here for the Yellowjackets against this tough Bobcat defense.
I think so, Jonathan. It's track season already.
And Gomez gets in trouble, throws to the right, gets rid of it. I don't know.
I think his knee's
no
not
flag.
on.
It looked like his knee was down. So that won't be a grounding penalty.
Second on the play, bring up fourth down for the Jackets.
So fourth down, so the punting unit for the Yellowjackets will come out once more, kicking deep from way deep in their territory here. Way back at about the 13-yard line, maybe the 12. It's hard really to see the hash marks even where the marker's at on the sidelines because there's so many people stacked.
It's 21
the punter
to nothing.
is back at the goal line.
Trenton, 21 to
You
nothing.
have Kelly and
Rodriguez with a punt.
Avery back. And this is going to roll. They're going to let this stop. And the Yellowjackets are going to down this at their own 47.
Appreciate it, Tim. Glad you're able to watch.
First and 10, Bobcats at the Yellowjacket 47-yard line. Thank you a lot, Tim. I do miss you, man.
Yeah, we do miss you.
They've kind of put a tough on me getting the newspaper stories in. They got my deadline at 12 noon the next day, which I bet you would have been happy with that with me. But thank you so much for watching, Tim. We're glad to have you on here. Heseltine, little dump over the shot there.
Reception.
Brown catches it.
Good tackle by number 7.
That's Desmond, and he will take it to the, looks like about the 30.
First and 10 for the Bobcats.
Well, it'll be the 29. First and 10 Bobcats from Sabinal 29-yard line. Hurry up offense in motion here. Heseltine back, goes to the right. This is caught by Campbell at about the, and it looks like forward motion will get him to the line of scrimmage, so there'll be no gain there.
21 on the reception.
It'll be second and 10 for the Bobcats. 5:25 and counting in this first quarter. Heseltine looks to the left, throws, and this is in and out of the hands of Aaron Aranda.
Aranda falls incomplete. Bring up third down for the Bobcats.
Was already putting his jets on. So brings up third and 10 for the Bobcats.
Sabinal has a pretty good crowd over there.
Well, yeah, I think just with everything going on, I think everybody wants to get out and
agree.
see this. The COVID last year was just horrible. And people just want to get out and watch the games.
Heseltine back to pass.
Heseltine throws. This is intercepted. Intercepted by the Yellowjackets, and that's and his returns to about the 17. So it'll be first and 10 Yellowjackets. So I don't know. That was a misread or whatever by one of the receivers, but there was a big old Yellowjacket standing there.
He's blowing an assignment.
So it'll be first and 10 Yellowjackets from their own 17-yard line with 5:09 left to play in the first quarter. Tucson, Arizona. Debbie, glad to have you on board, even from Tucson. Gomez passes to the right. This is caught at about the 33-yard line.
Down for the Jackets.
So that'll be a first down for the Yellowjackets. clock continues to run as he did not get out of bounds. Down to 4:45 and ticking as the Yellowjackets come up with a first down. Gomez will hand this off, and he is immediately wrapped up.
There's a guy in the backfield that could have got the ball.
The ball didn't even get a chance to cool off.
Got a flag on the play.
There is a flag down.
He could have handed
Looks
the ball
like
up.
it's way over in the Refugio side of the line of scrimmage. Inside the 40 there.
Our defender could have grabbed the ball and took off the other way.
But, I mean, he didn't have a chance. As soon as he was handed that ball, it's a dead,
Unsportsmanlike on the Jackets.
unsportsmanlike on the
Unsportsmanlike
Sabinal Yellowjackets here with
on
a
the
dead ball
Bobcats.
foul.
Won the Bobcats too.
Penalties offset.
So there's two, one from
We
each
play first
member,
down.
each team, and that offsets. Still first down. From the 32-yard line. Gomez looks to the right, throws. This is
Pass intended number 4.
nearly
Falling complete.
knocked out by
Second
Kelly,
down
but
for the Jackets.
nearly caught, but dropped. So that'll be an incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats. The score is 21-0, Britta. And it is 4:24
The referee's
left
gonna
in the first quarter
call
here.
again.
We got some referees talking.
There's no Dairy Queen in Sabinal, guys. Let's go. You can get a cup of coffee in Hondo when you go home.
Well, it'll probably be open because this game will probably finish early. Still a Senate meeting by the referees. We don't know what's happening here, but so it is 3rd and 10 for the Yellowjackets here. There's still some discussion as there's a referee standing next to the ball, so they can't get this play started. Referee had to go over to the Yellowjacket side, and here we go finally with a 3rd and 10. Gomez takes a snap, looks, throws to the right, and this is nearly intercepted by Kelly,
Pass incomplete.
who has been
Bring
in
a fourth down
front
for the Jackets.
of Johnny Rodriguez there, just about in the last couple of plays since they caught. So the punting unit will come on for the Yellowjackets. At least they have some room now to punt this ball after a couple of first down plays. And Rodriguez, he's not just a receiver, he's a punter.
He's not a singer.
And no, he's not the singer. So don't pull out Johnny Rodriguez's albums right now. It's not the same guy. Punt coming up.
Rodriguez wants the ball away.
Big punt to the right, and that will go out of bounds.
Went over there in the darkness.
Kicked it out of bounds.
Oh, no, it's not that much darkness. I mean, you got more lights than Kennedy had last year.
Bobcats take over on 39.
That is true.
Anyway, 1st and 10 Bobcats from their own 39-yard line. That's where it went out of bounds. 4:09 left in the first opening quarter. Heseltine takes the snap, pitches it forward. This is Avery. Avery runs around to the right. Big open field, nobody in front of him.
Take it to the house. Take it to the house.
In for the touchdown.
And that was a lateral, right? They're calling that?
Actually, it was a pitch.
And Avery takes it all the way for a 61-yard touchdown for the Bobcats. 3:56 left on the clock in the first quarter here. And Placencia will tack on the cherry.
Number 30, Alexander Palencia. Lines up for the extra point.
And trying to give the Cats here a 28-0 lead. Ball is up, and that is good. 28-0 here in Sabinal. And we'd like to thank First State Bank The First State Bank of Refugio. Call for all of your checking, savings, and loans. They are sure to help you out. Located at 403 South Alamo Street in Refugio. 361-526-4511. Thank you for sponsoring the Refugio Sports Network for tonight's game. Monty Grady watching from San Antonio, not too far down the road.
Didn't you come through there? No, you didn't come through there.
Yes,
today.
I came through San Antonio.
You did come through there today.
Traffic? It was a lot of traffic. We were stuck in San Antonio for a while. Yeah, we will.
Hey, was it away from the street?
I mean, I drive in from Round Rock, so. No, the other team didn't just really give up. They've only won 10 games the last 7 years.
Oh, they got an interception tonight. That's a win, right?
They did have a couple of first times. They did get an interception.
Of course, the game's still young. We're still in the first quarter.
Yeah, we're still first quarter here. We still got almost 4 minutes left. Here comes Placencia to kick it away. Big smack, high kick.
Uh-oh.
This is fumbled at about the 6 by the Yellowjackets, and he gets it out of bounds. Looks like he gets up near the 15.
First and 10 from the 15 for the Jackets.
Looks like that's where they're going to place the ball on the 15-yard line. First and 10, Yellowjackets from there. Bobcat defense is a little solid, except
all the way in Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome, Jorge.
Vasquez.
Glad you're on with us. All the way from the Windy City. Is it windy there now? We need some of that wind here. Yeah. There is none here in Sabinal.
That flag is
it's just down on the pole. We got to run. Looks like a flag came out in motion on Sabinal. So this ball will back up 5 yards.
Ball start on the offense.
It's accepted. That will bring up a first and 15. Did they? This will bring up a first and 15.
Jason, we got 28-0 with 3:47 left in the first. Refugio.
And we will figure ways to get the score on there for you guys.
It might take a miracle, but we'll.
It might take a little miracle, but you know, we believe in those.
Ringer on the carry.
But we're because we're here after COVID really disrupted a lot of football. We got a short run there. It's like no gain. Actually, a loss of yardage moves the ball back a little bit, about 1 yard.
19 games straight on the road, 2 at home, and we did the Willie Nelson back on the road again.
And we do it again next week.
And
we go all the way to Crystal City to face 4A Crystal City.
The next 2 weeks.
Well, we get Ganado after that.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be driving in from Houston for that game.
Then we'll be at home the rest of the regular season. So, all in all.
Flag on the play.
Flag on that play. It looks like. Well, there's a
flag. Yellowjackets.
Flag down, but a timeout was called, I believe. Who knows what the flag is still on the play for, but it is timeout. Yellowjackets. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors again: H&M Acid Services, Mesa Construction, Refugio ISD Education Foundation, and the First State Bank of Refugio. Thank you so much for sponsorship of tonight's game. We'd like to sponsor some of the stuff. We got some first down sponsorships available. We got some touchdown sponsorship available. Please give us a call.
We are in a timeout. I'd like to mention Brian Neiman Insurance.
Brian Neiman Insurance. He is paying up for a timeout. BrianNeimanInsurance.com. Go visit him for all your home, auto, boat insurance needs. He will help you out. Mr. Brian Neiman, big supporter of the Refugio Bobcats and the Refugio Sports Network. Now, as the teams come out, and yes, that flag did count. The ball is all the way inside the 5 now. So it will be Second and forever for the Yellowjackets here.
I can
As
see
they
another motion penalty coming.
They have to get up past the 27-yard line, I think, 26, 27-yard line. They have to get that far to get a first. 2:57 left in this opening quarter, which opening quarters have been long this year. And we have a handoff, run to the left, but that is going to go nowhere against this Bobcat defense.
Bring up third down for the Jackets.
A couple of Bobcats in on the play. Desmond Brown being one of them. He was in there playing around. Brings up third and very long for the Yellowjackets as they look to their sideline for a play. Something to get us out of this hole, Coach.
Well, they have to throw a pass.
Their passes have actually worked very well in this game so far. They've had a few incompletions, but they've had a couple got them first down. There's a pass to the right, and that is high, and Kelly finally gets that one. It was nearly last time, and he will take this back into the end zone. There is a flag.
Oh, of
Got a
course.
flag on the play.
Down inside the 10.
I saw nothing.
Well, he was by himself. I'm going to have to say it was a holding or a block. But
Pass interference.
I don't know how
on
it
the
could have been
10-yard
pass
line?
interference. Let's see what the call is.
You can't.
They are backing it up.
Pass interference on Refugio.
Pass interference on Refugio. I don't know how that was. Kelly was by himself when he jumped in the air.
That
For
was
that.
a clean pick.
He
over
threw it up,
back.
and Kelly was up in the air. He wasn't even near the receiver. The receiver was behind him, about 5 yards away.
Oh, he was in front of him. He picked it up over his back.
So there's going to be some talk about this, and it's all on the Sabinal side.
Well, Sabinal, I was wondering the same thing. How can that be pass interference? Ref?
15 yards is pass interference.
I don't know. This must be some new football rules.
What chapter are these guys from?
It is 1st and 10 on the 11. We can't explain that one, folks. We just can't. It is 1st and 10 on the 11, though. And this is a handoff up the middle by the Yellowjackets. We know that is going to get
Ringer on the carry.
not very far. So the 8-yard penalty. Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a new one on
I'm
us,
not going
folks.
to criticize the referee because it's a hard job. But I've never heard of an 8-yard penalty.
You still have to know the rules. If anybody knows an explanation for that kind of call, we'd like to know some insight.
I think our statistician, Mr. Bellows, is baffled too.
Statistician for the Bobcats. His dismay, he doesn't know, and that boy knows. So some more discussion by the refs. Seemingly this quarter will never end. We're at 1:12 left. Bobcats leading 28-0.
Well, we got a timeout on the officials now.
Official timeout. And the referee's going to come over and talk to Coach Herring. Because I'm sure he's looking for an explanation as well. But there's already been a play played after that.
They're talking about, I don't know. He came over and told Coach Herring something about a player, what a player
What
is
is
doing.
that? Something against the
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense.
unsportsmanlike conduct on
Until
Refugio.
he first down for the Jackets.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 Jackets at their own 25-yard line now. I don't know what's happening here.
Oh, Josh. Live stream it, Josh. We'll put it on the
Referral Sports Network. So it's 1st and 10 Yellowjackets. Gomez takes a snap, looks to the left, throws. This is in and out of the hands
Number 17, Josh Rodriguez.
of Josh Rodriguez. That'll be bring up 2nd and 10. 58 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Johnny's brother? He may be brothers.
The singer? No, the player.
The player.
We like to have a little bit of humor here, folks. Yeah, and for you people that
Next
are able to
week we'll be
go support those kids in the Youth Football League. They love people to come and watch them.
Absolutely. You know,
You have future Bobcats.
Refugio's got homegrown kids. They don't. Everybody
Gomez
says
rolls out to the right, in trouble here. Pass is high and out of bounds, so that'll be incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Yellowjackets. Yeah, did you see that sunset? Did you see that sunset, Jonathan? Yeah, last year we had a blood red moon on one of our broadcasts from Mathis. And everything we see interesting, we'll show it to you guys. We kind of get into that kind of stuff.
Well, right now we got it on these referees. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, the referees are the oddity today.
Ringer brought down his backfield.
Well, run there by Rodriguez, and he brought down for a loss, and the punt team comes on for the Yellowjackets again. Oh, I don't know. That was a weird series. 30 seconds now, and the clock is running. So
Well, the thing is, Refugio's going to get the ball back and score in
looks like
one or
we're
two
going to run
plays.
this down to the end of the quarter.
Mr. Peewit says those referees are from the San Antonio chapter. What do
They
you
must
expect?
still be mad because of the traffic, because I came through San Antonio. Because I was mad at the traffic, and I was coming from the north side of San Antonio.
Well, first quarter's finally ended.
Into the first quarter.
So they killed this quarter,
Our score
thank God, because it was lasting forever.
7-0.
I don't know how much they can cheat against a 28-0 game, but okay. Second quarter coming up here. Please check out the Refugio ISD Education Foundation on Facebook, okay, or their website, and find out how you can support these students and teachers at Refugio ISD.
You know, they put together that Bobcat Tribute Plaza there by the cafeteria at the high school.
Right.
It's really, really nice.
It's really, really looking nice. You have a personal made-up brick. Have your name on it, and they'll put it in the plaza for you.
Well,
Get on their website, Facebook, let them know you'd like to buy a brick.
I believe they also
Support.
host a poker tournament.
And yeah, they have a poker tournament, believe it or not.
That's it's fun to play in. I played in the last one. Real fun.
As the Yellowjackets get ready to punt here, Johnny Rodriguez punting away. Kelly and Avery
I got
back near the Bobcat 40-yard line. Sorry I had to move there. Give Ryan a little room swinging this.
an elbow room here.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I don't
packed
like
up
to
here.
give up much room when I'm standing around. First and 10 Bobcats from their own 49-yard line. And that's the way the Bobcats will begin the second quarter here.
Well, Tim with the jokes.
Well, I don't even think they could see that, Tim.
Yes, Arnie. Coach Cox, both of them.
Heseltine back to pass, looks to the
coaching.
left, throws. This is caught at about the 40 by Tyler France. and bobbles it up, catches it back.
Brought down for a Bobcat first down.
And he is out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Ty LaFrance, like a jumping catch there, and gets the Bobcats a fresh set of downs and deep inside Yellowjacket territory.
Some more whistles.
Timeout.
And a timeout by the Yellowjackets. So they'll talk about this for a minute. We will tell you about the First State Bank of Refugio. Give them a call for all of your checking, savings, and loans. They are sure to help you out. Or you can go straight to them at 403 South Alamo Street in Refugio, or give them a call, 361-526-4511.
I also have Mesa Construction. All your construction needs, give Stephen Mesa a call. 361-885-1045.
Actually, there are two Coxes coaching. There's
Drew,
Drew, and then his son Cam.
He's right above
Cox
us.
is right next to us right now, talking with the sideline on his headset. They are both great guys.
That's where the whole coaching staff's a great.
Show the cheerleaders. Jennifer, you want to see cheerleaders? They are right up against the stands, as you see, so they don't get a whole lot of movement here. They'll get to do some stuff here in a little while, hopefully. And we have a big run here.
Pass complete, brings up second down.
That is DeSantos Dunes, or was that, no, sorry.
That's Desmond. Look like.
No, it was DeSantos Dunes.
Okay.
And the Dooms gets another call, but
Pass intended number 7. Doom falls incomplete, brings up third down.
brings up third down and 2 for the Bobcats from the Yellowjacket 20-yard line here. And pass by Hilton out this. This is Jason. Jason Moore catches that pass and makes it out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. They're gonna mark it at the 6. So that will bring up first and goal for
First
Refugio.
and goal for the Bobcats.
Sorry. The stickiness of the stands.
You wanna be
I
the-
was stuck.
You want to be the cameraman for
I
that?
was stuck. So Heseltine under center. He will roll to the right, looks, passes into the end zone. This is easily caught.
Ball caught by number 3.
Ty LaFrance,
For a touchdown.
touchdown reception. With 10:43 left in the first half, Ty LaFrance strikes on a pass from Heseltine into the end zone. He was all by himself, so Placencia will come out and tack on the extra point. And Placencia boots it, and this is good.
Triggers up. It's good.
So 35-0, Refugio. 10:43 left in the second quarter. We roll on here.
I'd like to thank Stacy for that donation there. Every little bit helps.
There's a good chance of that, Arnie. I would look for that in this game. If they get a chance to run it back, they will.
Hey, but tell Caleb also, right there beside you, tell him his running back, tell him, yeah, Jay should have ran the wheel out.
So the Yellowjackets will.
Trudy, there are no
Come
benches. There's not enough room for the benches.
Oh, I know.
The cheerleaders are actually on the sidelines with the ball players. They can actually go in too if they needed to.
Barely enough, I know.
Coach Harry
Some of the
called the
players
number.
could actually cheer with the cheerleaders, and some of the
yeah.
cheerleaders, well, they can't go on the field.
No, the way to fix it is
It is very tight, just like Lago Vista. Remember when everybody on the Refugio side
yes.
had a wheel, had to have a lawn chair, and it was a big hill behind that. That was no benches hardly. So since he boots this is a long kick. This will be fair caught inside the 5. Be first and 10 Yellowjackets from their own 25-yard line.
Now, we have big plans for this season.
Big plans.
Big plans. 16 games.
And we are picked to go to the state championships. And if we do, our game is at 7 p.m. the first night of games. I think it's the 15th.
The 15th. Yes, we have the late game.
It'll be 7 p.m.
Wednesday
on the
night.
15th of December at AT&T Stadium. That is when 2A Division 1 will play. Okay, here we go. Gomez rolls out to left, looks, throws. And this is into the ground. I
Pass
think
intended, number 15 caught.
they are...
Bring up second down for the Jackets.
No, they're going to call that a catch. That's kind of wild. So that is a catch, and it only garners them about 3 yards. Be second and 7 for the Yellowjackets. We have 10-15 left in the first half. It's 35-0. And here we go. Gomez back in the shotgun, one back with him. Handoff. And we know what the handoffs have been like for the Yellowjackets tonight.
Negative yardage. You know, Sabinal has some good-sized kids.
And Lucas Meza there. In on that ruckus there to bring the ball carrier down. So it is back to the original line of scrimmage, back at the 25. And it brings up 3rd and 10 for the Yellowjackets here. Gomez. Takes the snap, drops back, throws to the left, and that is caught up at about the 27-yard line. Brings up 4th and long, 4th and 7. So the punt team will come out for Sabinal. 8:50 and counting here in the second quarter. 35-0. And I think they just letting the clock run now, Ryan.
Thank you, George, for that donation of $10 there.
Thank you so much, George. We appreciate it. Punt is way out of bounds on the left side of the field.
We just let the clock run now, huh?
Yeah, it looks like they stopped it at 8:26 left in the first half here.
Bobcats will take over.
Bobcats first down at the Sabinal 49-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Cats. From there, Heseltine takes the snap, looks, throws this to the left. That is caught by Aaron Aranda. And Aaron loses his headgear at the end of that play, but he does get inside the 40. Brings up 1st and 10 Bobcats from the Bobcat 39-yard line. And there's Herring yelling at all the boys, tighten them chin straps.
Well, they don't make helmets like they used to.
1st and 10 Bobcats. Heseltine drops back, looks downfield, looks to the right, throws. This is caught by Gross right about the 31-32. Looks like they're going to mark this at the 31. And here comes that hurry-up offense, 7:50 and counting here in the second quarter.
Not sure, Angel. Can't check scores at the moment.
It's 35-0 here. Heseltine throws out to the right. This is caught by Gross. Gross takes it up the right sideline, still on his feet. Inside, just close to the 5.
5-yard line, first and goal for the Bobcats.
So 1st and goal, Refugio. No, goal. I said goal. I know what you were going to say. It
First and
sounded like
goal,
goal,
huh?
but I didn't say goal. It just sounded like a C. You teachers, I said that right. Anyway, little toss into the end zone there. Touchdown, Jordan Kelly.
By number 1, Kelly, for touchdown.
So
The announcer over there got really mellow.
he's on Valium. 7:09 left to play here in the first half. And Placencia comes out to tack on the extra point here after Jordan Kelly's 5-yard touchdown reception. To make it 42-0 here. Kick is up. And that is good. 42 hit the top of the ticket stand. Sounded like
Move the ticket
a
booth
rock
back.
hitting a metal building. It sounded good. 7:09 left to play in the first half here. And we are at 42-0 Bobcats.
Thank you, Miss Barber. Volleyball team won 3 out of 4 sets tonight against Kennedy.
Outstanding for the volleyball team there. She has her granddaughter on that team, Priestley Barber. So she did well.
Actually, her granddaughter is here already, but I can't see her right now.
Hi. Tell Jaden, Ryan, and Jordan.
And we'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight, H&M Acid Services LLC,
There she
Mesa
is, right
Construction,
there. Presley Barber, our mascot.
True ISD Education Foundation, and First State Bank of Refugio. We really appreciate your sponsorship. And we're happy we're able to bring this to all the Bobcat fans out there.
We'd like more.
We want more sponsors. We want to mention you. Brian Neiman Insurance. We get him at timeouts.
He came up to us here in the stands, so we hadn't got that one written down, but we're trying to remember it off the top
we're
of
gonna
our
remember.
heads.
Yeah, we're trying to remember everything. The Placencia set to kick this away to the Yellowjackets here.
Hang on just a second, Scott. I'll get you a shot of the scoreboard.
It's up, and it is kind of blinded by some tree limbs, but so they'll pick this up about the 5, and he is hit and hit hard at the
Just right
5.
down on the 5. First and 10
Trying to
seconds.
see a number. Oh, and that was Caleb Brown nailing that Yellow Jacket to the ground out there.
Hard to see through the trees, but it's 42-0. 7:01 left to halftime.
Any tree trimming services? We heard about mowing the team. We need some tree trimming
I
services.
bet you Tootie would bring his chainsaw down here if we asked him to.
Refugio needs a live Bobcat mascot. We don't have one anymore?
Not a live one. It would be neat though. We've
Really?
got a bulldog.
Put 'em, I mean, that would. I don't know how Texas Wildlife would go along with that.
Sure, there's permits. You can
I remember. Do you all remember when Post got in trouble about that? Ooh, that was
get.
bad.
Hanging all the bobcats.
Hanging all the
on trees.
Bobcats from the trees, and they were real Bobcats.
That was not good.
Long pass by Gomez to the right here. Johnny Rodriguez had a whole bunch of Bobcats around him, so he had a whole bunch of Bobcat
Second down,
mascots.
Jacket.
And that ball is incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
Bernie, donate cash. You can send it to my address. Cash. I don't know how you do cash. Cash app. You can meet me somewhere. I'd be glad to meet you somewhere.
Thanks a lot,
We
Bernie.
appreciate everything, guys. As you know, it's about $1,000.
Little run there. Gets up to maybe a yard on
Third
that.
down for the Jackets.
3rd and 9 now for the Yellow Jackets.
$1,000 a playoff game.
Clock down to 6:30. Yeah,
We're looking at 5 of them.
well,
at least.
if we're doing video, it is. It's expensive.
Got to pay for the rights.
Yeah, Fox Sports has the rights for video on that.
But with donations and sponsorships, that's what's going to help that.
And we have to be approved by them to do that.
Yes.
If not, we'll do it audio. We can do that all day long. So we have another flag on the play here. I don't know if this, see what the call is. The referee is still walking to the middle of the field.
He's not in any hurry. I can
It's a
tell you.
motion.
False start on the offense.
5:55 on the scoreboard. Thank God it's not 4s. We all remember that debacle.
Let's not relive that.
But no. 5:55 left on the clock.
Thank you, Ramiro. Appreciate that. Another donation.
Thank you so much. Long pass to the left, my goodness. This is up, nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted by Isaiah Bland, who actually, the receiver was way taller than him, but he still got up there and got a hand on it. Isaiah is a workhorse. He worked hard last week, and he's working hard again tonight. He's a good kid. Talked to him a little bit after the game last week. He was kind of out of breath. I don't know why. He'd run a lot of long runs. Punt coming from the end zone. This is wobbly. And this will go past the 50. Down the middle of the field this time. Right around the 46-yard line.
Hey, Dickie, we appreciate that.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Bobcats from their own 46.
Every little bit helps. By the way, the mascot there, I don't know if you can see that in the field there, but if you notice the 50-yard line right there.
Yeah, usually those are in the middle.
Yeah, the logo's usually in the middle of the field.
I think that's that bad grass that caused that. Anyway, 5:24 left to play in the first half here. 42-0.
Thank you, Jerry.
Bobcats 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Heseltine
That yellow.
will hand this off.
20 on the carry.
And this is Lucas Meza, who runs around the left. And he is across the goal line. Touchdown, no flag.
Number 20, Lucas.
Touchdown, Refugio. Lucas Meza on a 54-yard touchdown run. Thanks a lot, Jerry. We're trying. So now Placencia will come out to try to make it 49-0.
We still have 5:10 before halftime.
Placencia, ball is down, ball is up. And it's 49-0 from Sabinal.
You guys look up Brian Neiman Insurance.
Look up BrianNeimanInsurance.com or go see him in Sinton at his office. He is great with insurance. Well, I have my vehicle insurance with him. He's awesome. For all your home, auto, boat, life insurance needs, call Brian Neiman or go to BrianNeimanInsurance.com.
Thank you, Amador. Amador Ramirez, the voice.
Amador, my boy.
The voice of the Cats in the playoffs.
Thanks a lot. We appreciate that.
Coming from the business.
So, I remember broadcasting with you. Loved every minute of it for
Thank
the
you,
Bobcat
Kendall.
playoff on Kicker 106. Thank you, Valerie. We appreciate that. We will keep bringing them to you.
I'll tell you what, we sure have fun doing this.
Yes, we do.
Bringing these games to Bobcat Nation all over the world.
So Placencia will get set to send it back to the Yellowjackets here. Well, we always did a blast. Boy, that Rogers Refugio game that year. Woo. Placencia boots his man a loud smack. And this is fair caught at about the 6.
Fair caught by Gomez. Sabinal take over 25. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, Sabinal on their own 25-yard line. 5:10 left to play here in the first half. 49-0.
You're right, Arnie. This team is loaded with talent. A lot of speedsters.
And we thank you for these donations and the sponsors coming in. That's why we're able to do this, because we were able to get microphones, our own microphones. That's what we're talking on right now. They're wireless, and We hope you can hear us not loud and clear. We go as the Yellowjackets, 1st and 10. Gomez drops the snap, but he picks it up and throws to the left, and that is going to be in the ground. Incomplete.
Second down for the Jackets.
There's Joe Moya watching from Rocheron, Texas.
Not a long way from Refugio.
Not our furthest tonight. We got some Spokane, Washington out there. I wonder if our group from New Zealand is watching.
I don't know.
We had some New Zealand guys watching us last year. They thought it was a rugby match at first, and then they just kept watching the Bobcats play.
Had some from Serbia.
And we got some motion definitely there on the Yellowjackets.
You heard about the man in the cave there in Serbia. Well, that was our fan from Serbia. He was watching it from the cave.
I don't know nothing about that, but we did have a fan from Serbia
I'm
watching
telling you.
last year. From Japan, Charit Enzwalda.
That's
or
wonderful.
Enzaldua, I can't.
I think they win.
From Japan.
I think they win
you
tonight.
you win.
False start on the offense.
You're a long ways away.
Second down.
Oh, by the way, Jareed, the Olympics are over. Oh, you're kidding? Really?
You don't win.
No, you don't win. that was like these referees. They didn't know which way to go.
He's in Refugio.
Man,
Well, we're glad that you're watching.
we're glad you're here with us. Gomez takes a snap, throws to the left. That is intercepted, and this is going to go in. Gross intercepting that and taking it in.
It'll look easy. There's fans.
Touchdown, Refugio.
We have fans leaving already. They've seen enough.
That's a long drive back.
They only been here 30 minutes.
It's a long drive back. It's time to head home. 4:53 left in the first half.
Ronald's watching from the border checkpoint.
Bay City. Hi,
Bill.
Teresa. Glad you're with us. We'll be on the border next week.
Yes, thank you, Ronald, for
Not far from it.
everything you guys are doing for us.
Placencia to tack on the extra point.
I think I went over the ticket booth that time.
That will make it 56-0 with 4:53 left in the first half. I smell running clock for the second half.
Well, we're going to get them halftime shows on first.
Yeah, we will bring you the band.
The only problem is they're going to be facing the other way.
That's okay. They're still going to get brought. That's one thing we couldn't get to do so much with Rio.
Yes.
But we can do it. Then you'll hear from our sponsors at halftime. I'll give you some information about those guys. Thank you so much.
Sabinal they look defeated already. I mean, they look ready to go in for halftime.
Well, I mean, you so think how things change from year to year. Sabinal actually had a pretty good record last year, not bad.
We're 5-4.
No. They had a good start to the season. I'm sorry.
okay.
That's what I meant to say.
How'd they end
They
up?
did not make the playoffs, but they won their first three. But hey, we got to be happy that we have a football game
Absolutely.
because we almost did not.
Well, they had another plan, but I think that fell through also.
That would have been a game probably. And that one will roll back
Look at here.
inbounds. This
Look
is
at here,
down
folks.
at the 2-yard line.
For a ball.
That ball did not go into end zone. It bounced back in, and it was left alone.
Wow, what a stunning turn of
And
events.
everybody but the coaching staff was there to fall on it.
And
We're at the 2, so it'll be 1st and 10 Yellowjackets from their own 2.
Sabinal stood there and just looked at it.
Well, I think they thought it went over the line, but it did not. It bounced back in. And they had already left. They thought it was in, and they were walking away. Next thing you know, Brown and all them guys, they were sitting there went, hey, football, we're going to put it right here. So here we go. First and 10 from their own 2. And if they run this one,
Touchdown, Bobcats.
I didn't see. Oh, it was Caleb Brown on that score.
2-yard run there.
Touchdown, Bobcats.
It is 63, 62. I can't see, the trees are in the way.
So was that kickoff touched?
It was not, it was down by the Cats at the 2-yard line.
Oh, that's right. He called it, and it landed there, and they didn't touch it.
Correct.
So that is Bobcat
It's a
ball.
live football.
Touchdown. So Placencia to do it again. Oh, messed up snap. Kelly rolls to the right. Kelly's going to carry this in, and he does. That'll bring up 2 points
64.
for the Bobcats.
So 64
With
0.
4:47 left in the first half. And I can't tell. I think it's 64. I think it's 64 to 0.
Anybody bring a chainsaw?
It is really hard to see that side of the scoreboard from where we're standing. We need some tree trimmers here. False Lumberjack. Or what is that tree company called? Auschwitz.
Kickapoo.
Kickapoo.
Watching from Kickapoo.
Kickapoo.
Bernie. Oh, Mr. Reyes there.
Really?
That's what he wrote. Now, he might be kidding too, though. Surely not.
No, there is a place called that. I was there. It's in New Mexico. Or Arizona.
Somewhere over there.
So Bobcats commanding lead with 4:47 left in the first half. 64 to 0.
It's a casino, yes. It's an Eagle Pass, I believe.
And I bet you if they call a fair catch here, they get the ball. And they fall on it at least.
Well, the last one was a long onside kick.
If you're going to call a fair catch, you got to grab hold of it.
Well, Bernie, I hope you're not gambling on the Bobcats because that's a sure win. It's a sure win.
Low
of
kick
yours.
there. That is over the into the end zone. He's going to bring this out. I don't know if that's such a wise idea. And he is brought down at about the 6 or 7 yard line. Looks like they're going to mark this at about the 8 for the Yellowjackets.
We got 1st and 10 for the Jackets.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 8 for the Yellowjackets. We got some noises in the woods behind us here. Wild animals out here in Sabinal. We got some wild animals out here in the field. Bobcats are running up and down this field. Handoff. That is
They
going
can't get past the line.
to be a loss of yardage. Looks like back down to the 6 for the
2nd down.
Yellowjackets. So that'll bring up 2nd and 12. Bobcat defense really not allowing a whole lot for them to go. We go, Gomez. His team set. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. He's going to hand this off, and that's not going to go anywhere. And there goes J.R. Moore into the pile.
His brother's taken down in the backfield.
I can tell you when J.R. Moore goes into there, something's going to stop real sudden. Real sudden like.
It's hard to bring. It's hard to stop him.
Yeah, well, he makes things stop real sudden. Jaguar may go 0 to 60 real quick, but he makes things go from 60 to 0 in no second. It is 64 to 0. We have 3:18 and counting left in this first half. I would look for that clock to stay running.
He's throwing.
Nice long pass out to the left.
Ball intercepted by number 2.
Intercepted by Gross.
Gross.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Bobcats at the Sabinal 20-yard line. And the score is 64-0, not 63. They did do a 2-point conversion because of a bad snap. Kelly had to run it in. So 1st and 10 Bobcats from the Sabinal 20. One play? One play touchdown. I'm going to say one play
Let's
touchdown.
go one play.
Anybody else have a guess before they start? Better hurry.
Coach
One
Coach
play,
Rain's
two
going to be punting on 1st down after the second half.
Heseltine pitches this up to Campbell. Campbell's going to run around to the left. Runs out to the left. And Campbell is in the end zone. Dives. There is a flag way back where they're in the Refugio backfield. So this may not stand. I guess would have been right. It was a touchdown, but it didn't count.
Guess what? I bet you $1 they do the same thing.
Hold it.
Well, we just heard Coach Cam say behind us, do it again. And he is the offensive coordinator.
I was trying to help Bernie win some money there. And you ruined that.
Oh, really? You gonna put Bernie in that position?
I was giving him a tip off. See?
He's donating stuff, and you're wanting to take his money away. He's going to give it to him.
He's got to win it. He's got to win more.
Okay, here we go. Campbell, same play. Runs to the left. Runs in, stiffs arms on the left hand, and he will do it again, folks.
Same result.
That was an instant replay of the last play. Flag back down at the Refugio backfield. Same thing happened the second time. Referee throws a flag. Unbelievable.
Same play. Same play.
Even the Bobcats on the field are saying, let's do it again.
Even the fans are saying, let's do it
Even
again.
though the first down marker is going to go back again.
Good first down.
First down back at the 40-yard line. To get a first down, they got to get to the 10, but if they do it again, they're going to make another touchdown. Campbell's just too fast.
State champion 100-meter dash last year.
So we're going to see the same play for the third time, but from further back.
Is Campbell in? Yeah, Campbell is in.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
And same formation looks like.
It looks like it. Looks like we're going to do it again.
Nope.
And nope.
But
Pass out to the right to Campbell. Campbell's going to go to the right side. Campbell's going to run straight up. Touchdown, Campbell. How do you do it, folks? No flags this time. Touchdown, Campbell.
The flash.
My gosh, Campbell was going to get this touchdown.
They don't call him the flash for nothing.
Well,
It's a blur.
little pass out to the right, and Campbell roams it in. Touchdown, Bobcats. That's what you get when you throw flags on the real Bobcats. So, with 2:13 left in the half,
Jeez.
we are now in the 70-point range.
Well, this point spread is 91.
3, 4. And the extra point is good.
Is it good?
And ladies and gentlemen, we are at 71-0.
Point spread? Point spread?
71-0 Refugio with 2:13 left to play in the first half.
Run the clock.
If I see,
Run the clock.
I'd be surprised to see the starters come out again.
It's not halftime yet.
They've done it before.
But Coach Henry's not afraid to run the score up. He just don't want to get anybody hurt. And I don't blame him.
71-0. And what was it? Somebody predicted that. It was Dave Campbell's predicted to win 76-0. So Dave Campbell's is awful close here. And they may see it. They may see 77.
Florence Tolliver, 3 touchdowns in 20 seconds. You're right.
From the same person.
That's a record. Yeah. Only one of them counted, though.
Them damn yellow flags.
Natasha, that's your baby. The Flash.
Well, Jerry, we've had a national ranked place kicker for years by extra points because we always have so many touchdowns. This kick by Placencia is fielded inside the 5, and this will be his fair catch.
Fair catch.
Be first and 10. Sabinal from their own 25-yard line. 1:30 and counting. They are not stopping the clock.
Well, they're just going to let it on tick on down.
Yeah. So it looks like they're just going to let really things run down here.
Bernie says 108-0. Not quite, Bernie.
I don't think we'll let it get to that.
I did want to see 91, though. I wanted to see them match the...
We did that one time,
top
91-6. Remember that? Freer
Freer.
in Refugio. And then we treated Rivera. I mean, the same bashing.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Like 96-0 on that one. It looks like Gomez here takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. He's going to run to the right. He's immediately hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Too quick.
Well, that was Braylon Gonzalez there on the tackle. Braylon taking him out at the hip.
You're probably right, Sammy. The other side probably did come watch the top team in the state.
I think that's what my first saying was going to be. Well, they came to see the top-ranked team in the state, but you know,
Well, Mark's the number one on their side.
Friday
though.
night football in Texas, folks. Long pass to the left by Gomez. This is going to be out of bounds, though, incomplete. Brings up third.
It's halftime, folks.
And it is halftime here in Sabinal. Refugio 71, Sabinal 0. And we are going to take a short break here. Let you enjoy the bands. Go off comm so we can rest our voices.
I'm going to keep my microphone on so the band can be heard.
And yeah, we're going to let you listen to that.
But this halftime's brought to you by Mesa Construction.
Right, halftime sponsor is Mesa Construction, Stephen Mesa. All for your roofing, remodeling, and general construction. Call him at 361-885-1045. Give him a call. Thank you for sponsoring this halftime. We'll be back in just a few minutes, folks.
Get some in the stats. If you got it.
We will.
I still got a hot mic.
Yeah, I know. I know they can still hear us.
I'm not going to say nothing negative.
Nah.
What a game.
We go. Yeah. Track meet. Not a game. Track meet. Wow, interesting.
Carson.
Well, you ought to see the comments we're getting now.
Carson.
Much gooder. Really? He said no to a pickle?
Well, that's because he got one.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to
that's
you
what I might do.
from
Might go
the
get me something
All-American
cold.
city of Refugio and the Lone Star State of
That's what I
Texas,
should do, is go get me
the
something
pride
cold.
of the Bobcats, the mighty Bobcat Marching Band. The band is
Why was
led
that
by
ice
drum
up?
major Miss Kinsley Vernon.
Really? There's not enough water in there.
The section of
I can
the
pour this in there.
color guard section. Members of the color guard section are Kenzie Wright,
We'll do the stats at the end of half.
Cassiano,
Let's go bring them.
Melissa De Leon, Ryan Stanley, and the color guard captain is Melissa Andrade. This year's show is called Unbreakable, written by Luke McCoy. We are dedicating our performance to the community of Refugio. Through hurricanes, freezing weather, flooding, and pandemics, our community has been through a lot in the past 2 years. But through it all, we have stuck together, stayed strong. We are one Bobcat nation. We are unbreakable. The band would like to thank the community for their continued support, and we hope you enjoy our show.
Yeah, that kind of works.
In your 2021 performance.
probably step on that and bust my butt and fall off. I didn't have to agree with me. I know, you listen. I know you listen. Everybody's liking the broadcast. They're really liking it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to drive there in 15 minutes.
We got to do it again next week.
We had a phone last game.
No, he's calling this.
But is it in there? Yes. Is it all? But there's not much happening. Huh? One job what? Where? Where? In Jamestown. That's the school? That's the school? Where? Oh, the resources. Do you know where it's at? What street it's on? And I think I know exactly.
I gotta
know
go to the
people.
restroom.
I think I know people there.
Mom, I gotta go to the
Then
restroom.
go. And then come back
I don't know what the restroom means.
behind the concession stand. That did it. I know we're done immediately. When he first did it and he couldn't see, he almost got hired by these referees. Oh, okay. I think I heard of them. I think they help a lot of those people that live at the block. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the but nothing happens very much on Friday night. All our stuff will be set up. The nail is not that far. Or I can go. You can go to all of them. Have a hotel. Have a hotel.
The mighty Bobcat marching band is under the direction of Mr. Ted Bird. We hope you enjoyed our performance. We wish good luck to the Sabinal Yellowjackets and the Refugio Bobcats. Go, Cats, go!
No, I'm unloaded.
You gonna unload now, Coach?
I'm unloaded.
An hour and 26 minutes drive.
Yeah.
An hour drive.
Good job,
You
Coach.
just go past El Campo. It's almost
Good job,
just before Edna. We can
Almost got it. Let's go get it.
you know,
Still
be a-
get it.
well, it won't be bad though. I don't think they're going to give us what Edna did.
Sabinal?
Grenada. But I think they'll give us better than what Seven. Give them.
Yes.
68.
Yes.
Huh?
Who?
Oh yeah.
No. Didn't he? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hadn't seen it. I've been saying Mr. Mays' name all night. I almost know him like a brother. I said his name so much. Look at him eating.
This is.
No. Down there.
Oh, yeah, he's eating. Drink or something.
Well, maybe he's got a snow cone's good.
Yeah. All right.
No, he didn't have a snow cone. He's got a regular drink.
Oh, that's Hugo. Oh, through the mix there, huh?
Yeah, on the other side of it.
Looking like
Hugo? Yeah. Hugo's ugly. Yeah, I'd call Hugo.
Amber got in another car.
As we get Amber Alerts all over the place. Hope your devices are making that wild noise. Even our camera. Back at halftime here. It is 71-0 Refugio over Sabinal. We got the Sabinal Yellowjacket band ready to take the field. And we'll let you watch them for a few minutes. And then hopefully we'll have some halftime stats up here.
Who on?
And
Ladies and gentlemen,
Please welcome to the
We'll give you
field
a
the
little bit of halftime
Sabinal
stats and
Yellowjacket
our
marching
halftime sponsor, Mesa Construction.
Drum majors for the band are Lance Santillan, Kaya
So let you
Kyle,
enjoy
and
the
Jocelyn
Sabinal
Marjorie.
marching band.
The section leaders are J.C. Vickers, Kari Piles, Jovan Valdez, John Gonzalez, Christina Rios, and Mireya Maldonado. Marcher of the week is Bruce Aviles.
Yeah, we're going to be driving from
The band is under the
West
direction
Houston
of Michael
during the
Costa.
Grenada Winter.
Tonight's performance is
An hour.
entitled
An hour.
Pass Away.
Because we'll be
Songs of the Sea.
on West Time.
Drum major. Is your band
We've
ready?
got a karate event that weekend.
We do?
Living legend, all the famous people come.
Good luck in your performance and go Jackets.
We were going to do that with the real sports last year. I'll be competing, so it'll be live on Facebook anyway. Should be doing. When I compete and stuff, most of the stuff. Huh? Yeah, I got to start carrying I've got a whole bunch of remote chargers. I mean, but I've got long cords in this. I've got a real long cord with a strip. What are you doing?
Looking at my battery.
Is it dying?
35%. Well, we have a running clock. So it'll be fine.
Is it going to last?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on? The band. Their band, but it's going on. We've had it before. Yes, we have. Back when I was in. We went down and played when Willie Mack was playing. And we went down to South Fury, and it was 76 to nothing. Got my book too. All those games are track meet. All you have to do is hand Willie Mack the ball when they play. No. Oh, I know. We can walk down there. I wonder how far to stretch. I wonder how far we can get away from 197. Well, here, that's the whole stadium. We can go over there and talk to their coaches during the broadcast. It's Bandera, isn't it?
Yeah, right?
I think their colors are gold.
Yellowjackets in the heat. Kids these days.
This one here. You can barely touch her sometimes. You're hotter than a $2 pistol. I mean, you can singe hair. Disrespectful to the band. I said we're going to listen to the band. Band's doing great. I mean, they're disrupting the band. Only thing I guessed was the stadium. We were talking about the microphones, how far they reach.
It is a nice stadium. What they got?
That was pretty cool. You know, 4A and 5A was talking about this before, getting rid of flag. Why? They went to electronic. Can I borrow that? Yeah. Can I borrow that?
Edna's getting beat. Edna, 27-14 halftime.
Who they play?
Columbus.
Columbus is pretty salty.
Yeah, it's probably hard to get up to.
And my dad said you need to zoom in more. He said he can't see numbers.
Hard to see numbers. You guys can zoom in.
We're telling.
Half beat Kennedy 22-11.
I think the zooming in has been pretty good, actually. I mean, you can't read numbers probably. I don't know. If anybody tells us that they're reading the numbers.
Because my screen's only like this.
The score is 71-0. As the Sabinal band finishes up here, I'm going to give you some halftime statistics. Refugio total offense 427 yards and a -12 for Sabinal. Sabinal did get 3 first downs, completed 4 of 18 passes. Their positive numbers are all in passing. They had a great pass for a first down there in the first quarter and looked like they were going to move the ball a little bit. Refugio defense is just, they like to go to the football. It's a mass startup. The big thing has been the penalties have been so strange tonight. I don't know what that pass interference call and why it only was 8 yards when they had the whole field. We were kind of discombobulated by that call.
Pretty confusing.
I mean, because Kelly jumped way up in the air, intercepted the ball when the receiver was nowhere near him. But yet, he called it pass interference, but they only moved it like 8 or 9 yards. It was kind of strange. If anybody knows any explanation on that one, please fill us in, because, well, even Mr. Bellows here is scratching his head over it. 71-0 Refugio at the half, getting ready for second half kickoff. The Yellowjackets are out, the Bobcats are out, doing their little pre-second half warm-ups. I think both teams have done their job showing up to play football. Well, this game almost did not happen.
Well, you know, they go through all week working.
And you got to remember that it's, you get the one-sided games, but these boys love to play. I mean, I guarantee you more than those Sabinal players, they love to play. They have to play a number 1 ranked team, but out of a higher classification or the higher division. And here come the Bobcats getting ready for second half action. here on the Refugio Sports Network. A great halftime. Thanks for a halftime sponsor, Mesa Construction. All your roofing, remodeling, and general construction needs, please give Stephen Mesa a call. 361-885-1045. And we appreciate him for sponsoring halftime. I'd also like to thank H&M Acid Services, Refugio ISD Education Foundation, and the First State Bank of Refugio. We'll hear more about those later on. And thank you all for joining us here on the Refugio Sports Network. As we got another long drive next week to Crystal City.
For a
418.
So we should see
almost-
a better matchup, you would think. But we'll see.
And we heard it last week. It was almost a chance that this game didn't happen, but Refugio did have a backup plan.
Of course they did.
But it was Los Fresnos down in the valley.
You know what that? You know what?
They're big. They're 6A.
It's a 6A, 7 classifications higher than Refugio.
It's just, I don't know if that team would have, I don't know.
Oh, what would they gain playing Refugio if they lost? How would that look?
And that would be too close to injury for Refugio to play.
Yes, they have depth, but
Yeah,
Sabinal will be receiving the second half kickoff.
Refugio's goal is 18 games this season?
16.
16. And so you can't chance really, barring an injury, that would keep one of the stars out. And Refugio has a lot of them. But the thought is, by the naysayers, is that Refugio will be at the state championship. We shall see. And Placencia boots this one up high. This is fielded inside the 10, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10 for Sabinal. Just moving out of Ryan's way here so he can swing the camera. Just nudge. I'll move.
It's not that big of a camera.
71-0. And here we go with second half action. Sabinal. And run up the middle. That's not going to go very far. There's a host of Bobcats. Boy, Doug Farrell and them right there up the middle. That one wasn't going to go very far.
Backups are in.
Loss of 2. This brings up second and 12. Ball is on the 23 for the Yellowjackets. It's kind of nice to see Yellowjackets. We hadn't played a Yellowjacket in a while.
Not since, what, Alto?
Was it Alto or was it Yorktown?
That's the Wildcat.
Run to the left. Oh, yeah, that's right, Wildcat. Yellowjackets, that's right. We don't have played very many Yellowjackets.
No.
A nice run out to the left there. Picks up a yard. Brings up 3rd and 11 for Sabinal.
Subs are in, Xavier.
And we have a new QB out for the Yellowjackets, and that's Noah Rodriguez.
I think this is the 3rd or 4th string.
Oh, for the Refugio, yeah, the Refugio squad's down there. I think they got a mix. Rodriguez looks to pass there, and his arm is caught.
Pass incomplete.
As that's Chris Rodriguez in there to
Bring up
muffle
4th
that.
down for the Jackets.
These numbers are shiny. This is Braylon. That was Braylon Gonzalez there on the hit.
Legion Field.
Brings up fourth
Yellowjackets.
down. Punting crew is out
Thank you,
for the
John.
Yellowjackets. No one back deep for the Bobcats. And we do have a running clock at 9 minutes now. Low, long kick, lobs over, bounces, takes a huge Yellow Jacket bounce. And that will be down at about the 22-yard line, so
Ball down on the 22-yard
Refugio
line.
will
First
begin
and
their
10
second half journey from there. 1st and 10 Bobcats at their own 22. Then we got some cheerleaders going.
Oh, let me get on there. Let me put them on camera.
Cheerleaders. They don't have a lot of room, but they had a little room. The team was way off to the side, so they're able to cheer a little bit. All right, handoff to the left,
Ball carried.
and that is Nicholas Pena. Running that, picks up a few. Brings up 2nd and 6. Chris Thomas at the helm here for the Bobcats. Drops back, looks to pass, throws to the right. This is nearly intercepted,
Pass incomplete.
but it's incomplete.
And a third down.
Brings up 3rd and a long 6. For the Bobcats. Thomas takes a snap. Hand this off.
Number 40 Pena on the carry.
Off to the left is Nicholas Pena. Nicholas Pena get it past the 40 and is wrapped up and brought out of bounds just before the 45-yard line.
He's 1st and 10 Bobcats.
So 1st and 10 Refugio from their own 43-yard line. Or 44, that's where they're going to place it. 7:02 and counting. 3rd quarter. Thomas rolls to the right, looks, and he's going to keep it.
Thomas.
Runs through a big hole, and he is one man to beat. And loses the ball, and the ball goes out of bounds. Very close on that one. And
We got
that-
1st down for the Bobcats.
1st and 10 Bobcats now in Yellow Jacket territory. 1st and 10 from the Yellow Jacket 24. Thomas, receiver way out here near us. He'll hand this off to Pena.
The reverse picked up by number 4, John Rodriguez.
I'm sorry, that was Mason Taylor on the carry. Taylor picks up about 5. So he brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on about the 19. As Thomas waits for the play to come from the sideline. Will dump forward. That's Chris Rodriguez. Chris Rodriguez runs through the few defenders and into the end zone. Touchdown, Refugio. Chris Rodriguez on a 19-yard stroll there. Weaving in and out. Scores another Bobcat touchdown. With 5:20 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Clock is not going to stop. It's going to continue running. And Placencia comes out to tack the extra point on. Thank you. And that is way up high.
Extra point.
Wow.
Good.
That's good. So that brings up 79-0 from Sabinal. I don't know. As Placencia will get out to kick this ball back off to the Yellowjackets. Clock continues to roll. 4:30 now. The second half is going to go fast.
Thank our sponsors once again.
I want to thank
Bring us
all of
to
our
you.
sponsors: H&M Asset Services, Mesa Construction, Refugio ISD Education Foundation, the First State Bank of Refugio,
Brian Neiman
and
Insurance,
Brian Neiman Insurance.
as well as all you folks that have donated.
And remember, you get a timeout sponsorship, a touchdown sponsorship, first down. Every time there's a first down, we'll mention it.
You can always donate also.
And we really appreciate it. We're happy to bring you Bobcat action from anywhere.
Surely this is worth the price of a ticket, don't you agree?
I think so. I mean, it's not as great as being here, but some of these long hauls, it's hard for people to make it.
I enjoy bringing it to you while you're sitting on your couch.
Yeah, but tailgate party, you can barbecue while the game's going on.
Save some for us.
Here comes the high kick. This will be filled at about the 18. And the Yellowjackets get it up past the 25 here. The first and 10 Sabinal.
Hello, Rachel. Thanks for watching from Giddings, Texas.
From the 27-yard line. Giddings from the other side of the middle line. Rachel Jones, thank you so much for joining us. First and 10 Yellowjackets at their own 27. Clock continues to run 2:40 and ticking. Hands this off, goes off to the left, breaks a tackle, and I believe that is Sabinal's best run. That's a real good run. Off to the left, and it looks like we have a player down, but he is back up and moving to the sideline under his own power. Heck of a run there.
They have second down for the Jackets.
Pickup of a 7. Second and 3 now for Sabinal at their own 33-yard line, 34-yard line. And that's a lot of these teams, you know, they run right at the front of these Bobcats, and it's tough.
Well, it's going up through that
There's
line.
one up the middle there.
Hard to do.
He picks up a couple of yards. Picks up the first down on that run.
Brings it up for Sabinal first down.
That is this.
Yes, sir, Mr. Peewit.
Israel
Enjoy bringing it to
Gonzalez
you.
there running for Sabinal. Brings it up to the 38-yard line. A heck of a mash in there. Right in.
Backfield for second down for the Jackets.
That was. I don't have a 56 on my roster.
I believe they brought some kids up from JV. He might not be one of
He
them.
was on that stomp all the way, had hands on right away.
Damian Aguilar, I'm being told.
Damian Aguilar. Now we're going to have to adjust our roster. Heck of a
Just
stop
for this
there. I
week.
mean, as soon as he got the ball, he had a hold of him.
It's just for this week, I've been told.
Oh, just for this week. Okay. But it was a good stop. Loss of 2 for Sabinal. It makes second and 12 now for the Yellowjackets. 5 seconds until the end of the quarter. They get a playoff. Pass off to the left is complete.
Johnny Rodriguez on the reception.
Johnny Rodriguez. And as the buzzer goes off, he makes it up to the 45-yard line, or the 45-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Yellowjackets to begin the second quarter, or the final quarter of play here.
Second quarter?
That's why it was so
A
fast.
little long drive.
We both have about an equal drive, by the
Oh,
way.
3-hour drive home.
You go south, I'm going north.
You recognize that song? It's On Wisconsin, but now they've changed it to On Refugio.
Ah,
It's a new fight
brought
song.
it home. You bring it home, that's what it is. You got to give it to Sabinal, though. Even through that whole first half, they didn't go away. I mean, they stayed. They know this is a... But it's, it's Texas football. These kids love to play.
Just another Friday night in Texas.
Noah Rodriguez got some movement again.
Defense shifted.
Yellowjackets have had a tough time with that tonight. They've had a lot of motion. We'll back them up 5.
John looks tired. Our filmer over here looks beat.
Falling asleep on the camera. 3rd down and 8 for these Yellowjackets. And nice throw. That was taken aback there. As soon as Braylon Gonzalez was there to knock the pass back before his arm went forward. Almost a fumble on that one. Not very close to being a fumble.
4th down? 4th down.
4th down for the Yellowjackets. Their punt team comes out. 10:50 left to play and counting. 79-0.
Miss Barber, I don't know what happened to the Bobcat, but it looks like she's in her cheerleader uniform below me.
Come on, Bucks, let's go! G-G-O! Come on, Bobcats, let's go! G-G-O! Come on, Bobcats, let's go! G-G-O! Come on, Bobcats, let's go!
Got a score prediction. 85-0 final score.
I don't know, 10 minutes.
There's plenty of time. Score 4 or 5.
The rolling punt. Ooh, jump straight up, but it's going to roll down to about the 19-yard line.
Ball down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Bobcats from their own 19.
1st and 10.
9:50 and counting left. As Thomas comes out, brings the rest of his crew. See that big front, Thomas Andrade and them on the line there. They're doing an excellent job. Doug Farrell and them doing an excellent job of blocking up front there for Thomas. Thomas will hand this off, run to the right. And that is Nicholas Pena. Up to the sideline, gets knocked out of bounds about the 44.
Bounced right back up, went back out there.
Right back out there. 1st down Bobcats. All the way up to the 44. Pena really blasted down this near sideline.
let's go!
79-0. 8:45 and counting. Is it 78?
78.
And that pass is complete to Trey Castellano.
They never changed the scoreboard. It's like stuck on 71.
2nd and 2 for the Bobcats. Now over the 50 at the Yellowjacket 48-yard line. Play is in. Thomas sends 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Thomas will hand this off. This is Pena again. Pena stops, reverses, goes to the left. Tries to get around, gets through a tackler, and is swallowed up around the 39-yard line. Looks like that's where they're going to place this. And no, they place it on the 40. First and 10, Refugio. 7:40 and counting. We get one more in.
Xavier, they brought 2 JV players up for depth tonight. That's the only reason they brought them up. They're only here 1 game. Looks like we have a couple kids hurt tonight.
This one, handoff. This is Chris Rodriguez running to the right. Still on his feet. Bounces off a few Yellowjackets. He gets to about the 12-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Cats from the 12-yard line with 7 minutes and counting. Is there a flag on the play? Back down by the 30. So this one will be called back probably. It is against Refugio. So this ball will come all the way back to about the 40. Actually about the 38. The referee over here had the down marker on the 40. So it'll be first and 8 from there. Thomas looks to the right, throws. This is caught. Trey Castellano runs down the sideline, is forced out of bounds, close to the first down. Well, no, about 2 yards short. 2nd and 2 here for the Cats. 6:09 and counting. Ball is at about the 33. Handoff here to the left. This is Javier Ontiveros, who picks up the first down for the Bobcats. Gets down to about the 27-yard line. The first and 10 Cats from there with 5:30 and counting on the clock. Pass to the left. This is caught. Maybe wrapped up.
Pass complete. Number 28. Brought down by number 2, Dragon Moreno. Number 88.
Chris Rodriguez on that reception. Picks up a yard. 2nd and 9. They still got 71 on the scoreboard.
78.
So here we have a handoff to the right. That is Ontiveros. And he gets at like the 6-inch line. He was almost in there and he got knocked out of bounds.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag back near the 10.
Holding on the offense.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards from the spot.
They're going to bring this one way back to about the 20. To the 22. So you hear the coach calling the bomb squad. That's what this
Bone squad.
the bone squad comes
That's
out.
a field goal kicker.
And we'll see what.
Kick a field goal?
Yep, Placencia is going to try.
34 plus.
It looks like a
44 yards.
24, 39-yard field goal.
Valencia lines up the field goal.
And it is up.
Kick is up.
Way to the left, so that will be no good.
On 3rd down.
3:16, and then it's still counting. Score remains 78-0. Oh, it says 71 here.
They kicked the field goal on second down. With the second string in.
It looked like it had the distance, maybe. Just way to the left.
Wide left.
Refugio's been blessed with these good soccer-style kickers here for the past
several years.
Several years. This will be 1st and 10, Yellowjackets from their own 23.
Should end it right here.
Yeah, 2:20 left to play and counting.
Gonzalez on the carry.
Gonzalez running off to the right there. Gets
Brought down by number
bit.
23. There you go, second down.
Pickup of about 9, second and 1 for the Yellowjackets. 2 minutes and counting. Poor cheerleaders, but they get to perform a little bit here. Yellowjackets, Noah Rodriguez takes the snap, goes way to the right, deep, and that is nearly caught.
Pass it to number 9.
Way down past midfield there. Rodriguez let one go. That was a beautiful pass by Sabinal. Double coverage there. He had a few Bobcats hanging on.
A minute 6 to go.
And counting. Now under a minute. That's how fast it's going.
We'll thank our sponsors once again.
Yes, thank you so much.
All those who donated.
H&M Acid Services, Mesa Construction, Refugio ISD Education Foundation, and the First State Bank of Refugio, and Brian Neiman Insurance. And all of you donors.
If you want to donate, Cash App, $ Refugio Book, Venmo, @Refugio Book, PayPal, Lenny Family at spcglobal.net.
And this last 30 seconds of play here, we really appreciate it. We'll be able to bring you all the playoff action this year because it does cost to broadcast.
And it looks like it is going to be.
And they are going to let this one be.
They have already cleared the scoreboard. The game's not over.
Yeah, still 8 seconds on the clock, and the scoreboard has been cleared.
I think they turned it off.
78-0 Refugio from way out here in Sabinal. And we will be bringing Crystal City versus Refugio from Crystal City next Friday night. Way out there again. Please join us. Thank you for joining us tonight from all over the place. I think the furthest we saw was Spokane, Washington. That's wonderful.
Once again, thank you sponsors. Thank you donors.
Thank you so much. And we will see you next week right here on Refugio Sports Network.
Good night, guys.
can't leave until I get those pictures. 'Cause I have to do my football story tonight. Or by noon tomorrow.
Send it to me.
You want the story?
I've been using Thomas's. I'd rather not use Thomas's.
You don't have a mic on it.
The phone mic.
Ooh, I know that, Gina. It's a long drive.